What's good? It's your boy Terry Money, and today I'm gonna talk about the Mortal Kombat Metaverse, like how amazing it will be, how amazing it will become if the Another Round Studios start creating a metaverse for Mortal Kombat and making it as a conquest type of thing. Everybody know about the old school Mortal Kombat's. They used to have conquest or whatever, but the first one was in Deception, which was very amazing. It was an open world and everything, and it was a shame that they never bring that back. But hopefully, since everybody jumping on the metaverse bandwagon and stuff, I hope that Mortal Kombat will become a metaverse as well. Just imagine going to another round, or Edenia, or Outworld, just any realm out there, even realms that's not even that known. But hopefully, we have the power to create our own rounds within the metaverse, Mortal Kombat metaverse. So what I'm really trying to say though is that when it really come down to it though, the Mortal Kombat metaverse will be off the hook. You know what I'm saying? We can go to different rounds, play role plays and stuff. There's a lot of amazing things that can come up in the Mortal Kombat metaverse, especially with the rounds and stuff like that. So it would be so amazing if it ever came into fruition. You feel what I'm saying? If another round, if Ed Boon will get on the metaverse bandwagon, you know what I'm saying, have our own currency and in the Mortal Kombat metaverse and also NFTs and stuff. It would be amazing if Mortal Kombat jump into the metaverse atmosphere, really create worlds and rounds and let people create their own rounds within the Mortal Kombat metaverse and really make it a fighter game. And they ain't gotta be like the VR headsets. It can be through the webcam or the control. Just use the webcam to record your face, but really using the controller or a keyboard and a mouse to really experience the joy of it. You know what I'm saying? I know VR headsets are amazing, but what I found out, it can give you headaches, it give you motion sickness, and all that other stuff. And when it comes down to me, when I play video games and stuff, due to the graphics, I have to constantly touch my face or wipe my eyes. Like I was gaming last night on Call of Duty, and my eyes were just burning out, and I'm like, damn, man. And, when you play video games from the TV, the TV right there, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was burning my eyes. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But I am gonna get back gaming today though. But other than that, I wanna say this though, man. When it really comes down to it though, the Mortal Kombat metaverse will be off the hook. It will be amazing. It will be so out of this world if Ed Boon and the rest of the Round Studios will create this metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? Start a role play, do whatever we gotta do. You feel what I'm saying? So let's hope that all software video game companies will create a metaverse and start a metaverse, or basically play to earn and stuff. Cause NFTs and cryptocurrencies is gonna come to the video game industry. I mean, it fits well in the video game industry, like the NFTs and the cryptocurrencies. It fits well in the video game industry, especially the metaverse, because the metaverse is a virtual 3D environment where we're going to enter the fourth and fifth dimension with the metaverse. The metaverse is actually the fourth and fifth dimension that our imaginations can come true. So what I'm basically trying to say though is that when it really comes down to it though, whenever you play video games, or to sit back and play video games, you playing role playing the story games and it can be just like that in the Mortal Kombat metaverse, especially with the story mode in the Mortal Kombat games and stuff. Like we have a role play within the metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time to create something like that. But like I said, if Mortal Kombat jump into the metaverse bandwagon and start creating the Mortal Kombat metaverse, and have Earth Realm, Order Realm, I think, Order Realm, and Chaos Realm. I mean, just so many rounds that can just basically, people can create their own rounds within the Mortal Kombat metaverse. So what I'm basically trying to say is that I hope that Ed Boon will basically create this metaverse for Mortal Kombat fans. And also in the arcades in the Mortal Kombat metaverse, I want there to be Mugen games. If you don't know about Mugen games are fan-made fighting games where you create your own Mortal Kombat character and stuff, and start adding them into again. There's one Mortal Kombat game called Mortal Kombat: The New Era. So basically, what I'm trying to say is also they need to be worked on too, because they be glitching the heck out. They be glitching so much, like they need work on. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm basically trying to say though is that we can add those Mortal Kombat Mugen games into the arcades within the Mortal Kombat metaverse, where people can jump in, play them, and with no glitches on none of that. So let's hope it will happen though. But I might have to write a book about it, but what I'm basically trying to say though is that Mortal Kombat, they can definitely create a metaverse for those who want to experience the Mortal Kombat universe. You know what I'm saying? Basically in the metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? So having the Mortal Kombat universe within the metaverse will be off the hook. It will be amazing, and it will be fun. You feel what I'm saying? Whole 9 yards. Like it will be amazing if Mortal Kombat did create a metaverse for Mortal Kombat. So when it really come down to it, though, that's all I want to say. I want to put out there. And that's all I want to put it. So when it really come down to the metaverse and everything, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be explosive. It's gonna be off the hook. And when it really come down to it, since it's gonna be off the hook, it's gonna dominate everything in the world. It's gonna dominate everything in the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's the fourth and fifth dimension. That's what the metaverse is, the fourth and fifth dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like the metaverse is gonna be bigger than planet Earth. You feel what I'm saying? Like Disney is making a metaverse. There's a lot of people making metaverses, but it's gonna take time though. It's gonna take at least about like 10 or 15 years, or 5 years if they can get the technology up and running. You feel what I'm saying? On 9 yards. But this is a video about me, explaining about, telling hopefully none of the round will create a Mortal Kombat metaverse, and where to create rounds, and people create their own rounds, and add AI avatars there, or add players, and invite players into your round. Many things can happen. Many things can definitely happen, and we just gotta keep our hopes up for it to happen. You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing I want to say and want to put out there. So when it comes out to the Mortal Kombat metaverse, it will be off the hook. They can have their own cryptocurrency, their own NFTs and everything else, and we can really just live out our dreams. Like Mortal Kombat is the main thing I want to live out my dreams in the Mortal Kombat metaverse. Experiencing experiencing a life as a Mortal Kombat avatar or character. But that's one thing I want to say. So this is your boy Tamman. I'm finna sign off. That's all I want to say. So let's hope that Mortal Kombat or another Round Studios will create a Mortal Kombat metaverse. And when they create that metaverse for Mortal Kombat, it's going to be off the hook. It's going to be off the chain. And it's going to be fun and exciting. You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing I want to say. So when it really comes down to it, though, these metaverses is going to get created, but it's going to take some time, though. Like I said, you ain't got to need VR headset or AR headset. You know what I'm saying? I don't think AR headset is nerve-wracking, but the VR headset, the whole VR headset, can give you motion sickness and can give you headaches and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully technology will be at that point where you don't feel that at all, and they experience the more joyful way in the metaverse. You feel what I'm saying? On 9 yards. So it's definitely gonna be hella metaverses being created and being out there. But let's hope that Mortal Kombat will create a metaverse and really start creating their own universe within the metaverse. Bring the Mortal Kombat universe into the metaverse. And that's all I want to say. It's your boy Ty Money.